You're very welcome back to Ireland AM. Our Derek has been out having a hoot in Phoenix Park this morning.
How's it going, Derek?
Yes, good morning, guys, and welcome down here to the Phoenix Park in Dublin. Of course, National Heritage Week kicking off all this week. We're joined now by Paul MacDonald from the OPW, as well as Morris, our local falconry expert here as well. And Paul, we'll start with you. He's very agile here this morning. Paul, National Heritage Week kicking off, loads of events happening right around the country.
Yeah, a huge amount of events. So the National Heritage Council have run this initiative every year for the last number of years, and this year it's Living Heritage. So the Office of Public Works have put on their largest range of events this year. Over 80 public events across 70 different sites. There's something there for all the public. So there's tours, there's live demonstrations, there's experience and stuff like that. So we have stuff from Glebe Gallery in the north down to Garnish Island in the south, from Cagey Fields all the way over to Brunabonia. So a huge range of events.
There's something for everyone. Now let's talk about the Phoenix Park here itself. Beautiful castle, which I believe was only discovered quite recently.
Yeah, so the castle dates back to 1605. So it would have been the original structure, and then the house would have been built around it. So it was only then that the structure was found then later on in years. So it's one of the older buildings, the oldest buildings that is here at the Phoenix Park Visitor Centre. And if people are in the area and you come here to visit it, they can get tours of the castle.
And the lovely box gardens as well around it. Beautifully decorated.
Oh, amazing, yeah. It's pride and joy of us here in the OPW and all of the staff that work here. So we have the Phoenix Park Wall Garden. It's a Victorian wall garden as well. Beautifully restored back in 2009 by the Office of Public Works. And it's 2.5 acres in size. If you want to go in, this is a brilliant time of year to go in and see it. Go in and see the sunflowers are up over the top of our heads. We've pumpkins. The flowers are just in full flower. The Dublin
full bloom at the moment.
Oh, it's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
So it is really, really good. So it's a great time of year to come visit.
The visitor centre here as well. It's jam-packed most of the year round as well. But a great place to bring the kids and bring the family.
Yeah, so there's always something on here. We have a great guide team here in the visitor centre, and even this weekend we have art cart on at the weekend, so kids can learn a little bit about the Vikings, stuff like that. And there's always something on here, so people can come. They can ring our visitor centre here. They'll give them loads of information, what's on, and also we've loads of information on the Phoenix Park website.
Now, Morris, you're our falcon expert here this morning.
Yeah.
Tell us about this little fella here.
Yeah, this is Freddie. He's a male peregrine falcon. He's a year old now, so he's in juvenile plumage still, as you can see.
Okay, and we're going to take his little hood off there now and take a look at him. Obviously, he wears his hood for a very special reason.
Yeah, it's really just to avoid stress. So we just hood them really in stressful situations and in travelling, that kind of thing. And but you see, he finds the cameras maybe and the lights a little bit intimidating, so that's why he's going to be a little bit spooky, especially with people up close to him like now. But normally we just use this just for travelling and in these kind of situations, so I can pop it back on if I think there's a lot of stress coming.
And what age is he now, Morris?
He's a year old now. He's in juvenile plumage still, as you can see. He's just brown and streaky, as you can see, and by October he'll be quite different looking. He'll be barred in front and kind of grey-blue on the back there, the main feathers.
Obviously, as a bird of prey as well, they're up there in terms of a predator.
They are, absolutely. He's called Freddie, but he's by no means a pet. Yeah. These are wild predators. This is a captive bred one, but they have that instinct in them, and that's their way of living. They live by going out and killing other birds and small mammals. Sometimes.
We're here in the exhibition here itself. What else have you got on offer?
Yeah, well, this is a fantastic exhibition, and I really recommend everyone to come to it. It's particularly appropriate because the Phoenix Park itself was founded by a falconer for falconry and for hunting. That was the Duke of Ormond, James Butler. And so it started off very much as a falconry enclave for the well-to-do in Dublin and elsewhere. And so it's really appropriate that it's here. So we held this exhibition last year, and it was hugely successful. It gives a very good rundown of all the history of falconry down through the ages.
And other birds of prey as well.
Other birds of prey as well. Absolutely. But what's really interesting in Ireland's situation is that we can trace falconry back as far as the 7th century AD in the written word.
Paul, this is the card we need, the heritage card. It gets us in around all the OPW sites around the country.
Our OPW heritage card is a way to get you into all of the sites all around the country. You can get purchased from any of our visitor centres or online. And as I said, there's 32 national or heritage properties and over 700 sites.
All right, lots to do right around the weekend.
He's got to bring the falcon.
Oh, yeah. This season's hottest accessory is the falcon now.
Well, it depends on the colour hood that he's wearing as well.
True. You're so
yeah.
red could be clashing. Turquoise. It's got to be turquoise.
It's got to be turquoise. No, it's got to be turquoise.
Okay.